Hi everyone, this is Carrie with Steel Roots Market. I hope everyone is doing well. I am getting us pulled up. I'm going to be doing a little creative time and talk about the giveaway. I've got some things I want to share with you. So I am just making sure everything is good. Say hello to me. Tell me where you're watching from. Steel Roots Market is located in upstate New York on the Vermont border, and we are very, very chilly right now. So I am just doing a little creative crafting time. If you've been watching the past couple of days, you know I've been coming on live and sharing some highlights of some products and this amazing giveaway that is happening right now in the SEO Roots Market. And what I'm gifting in this giveaway is an IOD mold, Oh Christmas Tree. This is a discontinued mold, very rare, hard to find. And I have been adding some things along with this. This JRV stencils going in with these cute little farm animals. And then a brand new bottle of Pentart Snow Paste so far. You need to stay a little bit longer, and I'm going to be adding to this giveaway today. And then tomorrow, some more goodies. If you'd like to see what I gave away in the last giveaway last week, there's pictures on my social medias, and there should be one maybe in the post community tab here in on YouTube. So I am just trying to pull me up here to see. Okay. So again, say hi, and I would love it if you gave some hearts or likes or follows. Subscribe if you're new to me. I try to share a variety of creative supplies, projects, inspiration here at Steel Roots Market. And again, I'm super excited to be offering this giveaway. You have chances to win until tomorrow night. Sunday night, this closes, and it'll be gifted. A winner will be drawn and gifted and packaged up, sent off to the winner. So make sure you're following. I do have an email list you can join by visiting my website. That way you get all the notifications, shop updates, special offers, and all the information that's happening here. So the other thing I want to mention is today we do have a special happening, and there is double entry points for any orders placed today at Steel Roots Market. And another special offer is free shipping at $75. So if there was a stamp set or a mold or some decoupage papers, some things that you've been wanting to grab, go head over to the website and you can shop. $75 is free shipping. And then you get double points for entering into the giveaway. And like I said, this will go on till tomorrow. And I do have some amazing items that I'm going to go over real quick that I'm going to get crafting for a little bit. And I'll talk a little bit more about this. But I want to get moving into my little creative session time here. So I just added these darling little farmhouse ornaments. They come unfinished. There's a variety of them, or you can get them in a bundle. So those have been added. There's also a set of woodland ones that you can see on the website, and farmhouse style with like a tractor and a silo, some other ones. So these are really cute. I just wanted to share those. These are so fun to do. And you can do them in a variety of ways. Obviously, paint them, use paint markers. You could decoupage them. I was thinking how cute when I was pulling out supplies for a project today. I had some leftover IOD little paint inlay pieces that have already been used, so you still have life in these. How cute that would be to add some of that faintly on these little ornaments. So there is so many fun things, stamping, paint inlays, the transfers. If you have little bits and pieces of florals for transfers, you could put on here. If you wanted your kids to do them as little ornaments or add-on, colored pencils and markers work on this MDF. You could glitter them. So many fun things. So there's a few new sets added to the shop with these in there. So I wanted to mention that. The other thing I wanted to mention is I originally started pulling out supplies on what I wanted to do today, and I found some of these things in my stash from past projects that weren't finished. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to show you guys. These are surfaces that I offer in the shop, and I've added a couple little molding castings. This is a decoupage paper that's actually still available in the shop. And then I used the glitter shimmer decoupage medium to apply it, and then over the top some texture from some snow paste texture, and then I did some vintage highlighting on there. And then the back, I had painted a solid color, and then I used a decor stamp in gold paint to just give it a finished off look. Edged the edging here with gold, and it just turned out so pretty. The same with this one. So I wanted to share that. This one, I'm going to show you in a little bit what my thought was for making a hanger on this one. I did this a little different. I'm going to show you a little bit later. If you are on the live right now, I might not be able to finish the ornament in this time frame. I'm going to try to keep it to 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes tops, because of the way the internet, the way YouTube takes time to buffer it and add it on. But what I'll do is end the live, continue crafting, and then upload the second part of the finishing pieces of what I'm doing today. One more thing I want to mention. I don't know if anyone has downloaded the December Creative Checklist. It's a little free checklist on my website, and it just gives you some ideas to have some cozy time for creative time in this month. And like today, we're going to create a handmade ornament. But if you didn't, you wanted to brew a cup of tea and just tidy up your craft area, or craft a Christmas journal page. So there's this little download over in the website that you can download. Okay. I have had some customers reach out to me in interest of some a product that I used to offer in the shop. And I am ready tonight. I'm going to be adding some bundles of this. I have a huge amount of this. Huge, a dresser drawer full. I unfortunately am no longer going to carry this product. It is an amazing product, but being overseas, the logistics of everything is just not feasible for me to be the only stockist in the States to carry this. What it is Nick Art 3D elastic. And if you have been a customer of mine, you may throughout the year have gotten a piece or two added to your package and wondered about it. I'm going to do a little demo with it today, talk about it, and a bundle of it is going into the giveaway with the Christmas tree IOD mold as an add-in. So I'll share a picture later of a little bundle of the Nick Art that's going in the giveaway. Also, be on the lookout. I will be adding some bundles for you to purchase. So I'm just going to create some little bundles of this. And if you want to purchase it, it'll be there on the website. You can take advantage of that. Get the free shipping at $75. If there's some other things you want to get. So with that, I decided to create today with it. So I had pulled out some of my surfaces, trying to figure out, they could go on anything. You can create with these. This Nick Art is amazing. I love having surfaces. You could turn this into an ornament by painting this up. You could do stamping on it to give a textured background. You could decoupage the background. You could do a paint inlay, whatever you want. Then let's just say, let me find one. You take a little one of these. So let me just talk about this first. Nick Art is 3D elastic paste. And basically what they did is they used the Nick Art product, the material that I used to carry, and use it in molds. And what it creates is bendable castings that you glue on, paint, do whatever you want, and they're beautiful. They're fun. But it just is a nice element to have in your stash if you're creative. So if I had a beautiful uh, image decoupaged on here, I could glue that on. I could glue it on like this, make a cute little hanger. You can cut them. You can do whatever. So like for instance, there's this one. So like if you wanted this to wrap around something, you could. There's big, gorgeous lace pieces that you can glue onto edges like a dresser. You can cut them and then just go like you normally would to paint and do things with them. All kinds of designs. Like if you wanted to put this around an ornament, a circular ornament, there's just so many options. And I have a huge selection pile of these. I am going to just create some bundles and put them in listings on my website. And you guys are welcome to grab them. I do love the product. It was a lot of fun to use. Like this is a really great one. You could come in and, highlight that, put some jewels on, and you would just be able to decoupage with that or apply that on. So a collection of this is going into the free giveaway. I'm going to use one now just to play with, just to show you. There's some with pairing, so like you could put, make it on, wrap it around the feet of dresser knobs, anything you could do. And there's just a really lovely selection of designs. I would love to find somebody that would be available in the States to work with this company. They were an amazing company to work with. Me being a small business owner, it's just not feasible. But look at that. To have, if you're a furniture artist, anything like that, these are fun. Okay, so let's just get crafting. I am going to use one of my little surfaces here. I had pulled out some stuff that I had found from a while ago. And there was one, I think I want to use this one. We'll just kind of, these I love especially. There's a couple different designs in these, but they are so fun to wrap around and maneuver around your things just to give little, they're just so perfect. This one is fun too. I mean, just so super dainty and delicate. Okay, so I've got some things. First of all, I'm going to use this one today, and I was trying to decide on which surface. A lot of times I will add these in as free gifts into your packages, little bits and bobs and pieces. This is what I mean when I say use them. So when I was playing around here, look at this. Look how cute this would be. So this is one ornament I'm going to create today. Like I said, come back if it's not finished. Check out I'll add that replay. We don't need this. The other thing I was always like to tell people is you could layer them. This is what I mean by layering them. And like if you had something real neat to put in the middle or, layer around. So that's another option. And I think I decided I'm going to create a little ornament with this one and this piece. So I'm going to move these things aside. We'll set these aside and let's start painting. Now, originally I pulled out a couple of colors because I have this paper that I've been working on with these little images. How beautiful. Let's just open this up so you can see. Okay. So as you can see, they bend right around. Um, you could cut, like if you didn't want that bow and that, you could like literally cut that off, use that on another piece. So what I'm going to do is a layer into here to make like a little mini plaque and put a hanger on. And I was thinking this little image, any of these would work, darling. But I kind of love her. So I think I'm going to use that one. Okay. Just in case anybody's looking later for bundles, because I think I might have one or two more of these. I'm not 100% sure because, like I said, I have a huge pile. This number is 813 for this one. So if you're looking later, and you know what? If you're watching this, and because I have had a couple people message me if I'm offering these, if you have a number that you know you want, message me. I'll see if I can help. They are in limited quantities, obviously. Okay. So now I'm just going to go ahead and craft a little bit. Check back for the replay of the finished pieces or how I finish these up, like I said, because I don't want to leave this on for too long. Let's talk about, oh, this would be cute, wouldn't it? Put her, and this is my color. This is Patina by Miss Lillian's, and it's a metallic paint. These take paint really well too, you'll see. And maybe do this one and this. I just pulled this. I love this color. This is Elsie Lane. And if anybody is familiar with Elsie Lane, she has her new decoupage line out. Beautiful papers. She partnered and they created a custom color, and it is just so pretty. I was kind of thinking of maybe doing something like that. It's going to be this one. I'm kind of wondering if I should do a deep red for Christmas, but then I could leave this up all year long. Let's just see. Let's open this guy. So, like if I didn't want this on there, I could cut those apart, but I'm going to leave them on and let this just be highlighted. I'm thinking of pretty velvet ribbon. I think I'm going to go with this color because I think I saw in my stash some velvet, blush colored velvet ribbon, and that would be really pretty. But you know what else? I do have this color too. All right, I'm just going to kind of leave that there for a minute and think about it. We'll start this one. Hard decisions. Excuse me. All right, let's move these so I don't get them painted on. So how is everyone's weekend going? Mine has been very busy. I have been putting together orders, getting them shipped out. Another huge chunk just went out the door. My husband headed them off for me and put them out. Got them to the post office. So another huge chunk of giveaway orders. The giveaway went out the other day. I can't wait for the Connie, the last winner, to receive her package. and open it up. I think she's going to absolutely love it. I hope she does. That had in case you didn't see, that had a retired IOD transfer, Fairy Mary, and then I put some surfaces in for her to create with. I added lots of creative goodies for her to work with for different mediums, all kinds of stuff. And I think I have a picture I shared of that giveaway. If you want to get in this giveaway, one way, a simple way would be to like this live, share it out, leave a comment, and then you tell me. And then I make sure to add your name into my list. If you want even more chances, you head over to my website and place an order. Any order is getting 2 entries. If your order is $50, you're getting 8 because I'm doubling the entries today. Doubling the entries amount. And then, of course, there's free shipping for $75 at my shop. So if there was any goodies you've been wanting to pick up or some Christmas supplies, they will get all shipped right out to you Monday. Okay, there's that first coat. I really like it. It's soft, but it does have a little sheen of patina in it. Now, as this dries, this is a laser cut. This laser burn edge will pop through. If you want to prevent that, you can take steps ahead of time by trying to rub a lot of it off, either with a magic eraser or some rubbing alcohol, or put a primer on, and that will help that. What I do is I like that popping through. It gives a natural, easy, distressed vintage look for me. So I will let that, I'll show you when this dries in a moment, but I'll just put another coat of paint on and I'm good to go. Oftentimes I'm putting molds or other elements on, so it just works. Now, I wish I could make it, I'm so unsure on this color. Let me grab the ribbon. If I grab the ribbon, maybe that will help make a decision. This is the ribbon I have just picked up in a pile this morning. I don't think that'll go. Oops. But this one might. That might work, right? What do you guys think? If anybody's on live, I can't. Why am I not seeing comments? Everything is so different. I wish I could see comments. Maybe if I put something in. It says I have 2. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking this would be a great combo. So we'll have to put this aside for another time. I've been really wanting to use this. If anybody loves the Miss Lillian's No Wax Chalk Paints, I'm going to be opening up an order soon. I have to place a large order, and I like to get what people would like. Since I'm very small, I'm a very small stockist. But her products are so amazing, and I love having a variety. I'm not one to just stick to one brand. I've got all my pentarts and all the things. So I do love her, but there's no way I can carry all her colors because she has over 180 colors. And then she has amazing supporting materials. Like I really want to play with today is the Patina Glazes by Miss Lillian's. I might have this color in stock. I'm not sure. This value, I have used these for years, this one bottle. There's so much in there, but they give a big impact to your projects. She has amazing products. I think this is the color we're going to go with. All right, so let me this is a Pentart. Yep, Pentart matte. And let's see, it says vintage lilac. I would have never guessed that. Okay, So vintage lilac for this. Ooh, that is so pretty. That's definitely one that would be great for upcoming winter and Valentine's Day. Oh, this is a nice paint. I don't know if I have them in stock. I can't remember if I've used Pentart chalk paints. This is actually acrylic. Very nice. Look at the coverage. Ooh, I might have to get some more of these in stock. If you have a favorite color and would like me to order on my next order, let me know. Very nice coverage. It's very smooth. Now I'm in my head thinking, do I want to add some crackle to these pieces and make them real vintage and shabby? This little piece especially will be up. My brush has some stuff. Will be up all year. This one will be up all winter. So do I want to add some crackle is my next thought to layer. See how this is drying and it's giving a very like dark edged natural distressed look. I like that. So I'm just going to kind of see what I'm thinking here. I'm going to put another coat of paint on here. This little pitcher is going to be in the center. This okay, I think I've got a plan. All right. The fun thing about having all this stuff is you get to do more than one. So you get to do all your plants. So I am going to just kind of do a rough trace in here so I know where to cut this little image. And then just a little bit about this. As an alternative, I have been looking for similar molds to purchase like this, which eventually you can find if you have resources like online and different things or just when they come out. But you could use molding paste. It just would take a very lengthy time to dry to be able to get them to cast out like this with those details, in my experience. Now, the lace pieces, the pieces that are like this, you can get molds like this and like this on Amazon, Walmart. They're in the cake decorating section. This works well with the molding paste. The Pentart, where's mine? I don't see it right here. It's over in my other area. Oh, here it is. You can get molding paste by Pentart and put them in those cake decorating molds and then pull it out and then it's bendable like that. So that's an easy fix for those. It's these types of molds that I'm trying to, I'm going to play around with it, especially after the holidays when I have more time. So I cut that little image out and then let me just see here. I want her right about there for decoupaging. I'm going to decoupage her on, and we will just use Pentart Ultra Matte. Before I finish, I just want to see. I'm going to scooch her down just a little bit. Let's check. That looks good. So just to reiterate, as I'm crafting here, this was a rice paper. I believe it's Decoupage Queen. I've got it right here. Has all these little minis. It's an A4 Vintage Christmas Minis is the name of this. And I think there might be one in my shop still if you want something like this. This is great for, I'm going to be adding very soon. I have a whole bunch of these little, where are they? I made some little like charm type things that I'm going to be adding. And you could use these. Like, look at that. That would be so cute to make like little charms or necklaces. You could put pouring glaze over the top. You could make them for charms for junk journals or dangles for decorations. You could add them as charms onto hanging parts of your decoration. These will be coming soon, so make sure you're following me. Get on my email list. Make sure you're following on the social media. Subscribe or do any of those types of things. Just by adding a quick little comment. By adding a quick little comment, you should be able to start seeing my posts more. Okay. Just set this. So we have her all decoupaged on. I'm just going to put another protective coat on. Okay. And we're all set with that. We'll let her dry for a minute. I'm going to keep these fairly simple. Sometimes I keep going and keep going. I'm going to do my best to keep them simple for you guys. Okay. This one, as you can see, there's a lot of fun. I have new brushes, guys. I'm just trying to hold off. I don't know why. I need to pull out some new brushes. And I have some in the shop. I just haven't done that. So I think that's good for now for that. Make sure if I end this live that you come back and check for the second part to it so that you can watch that, because I noticed when I get done with a live in the mornings, early mornings even, so it might even be more today, I noticed it takes a good 45 minutes for that to buffer for me to be able to get it added. For some reason, it takes a while for it to replay on YouTube. Okay, so I was just kind of gazing here, looking for my heavy body gel, and I don't see it here. I think I used it and never went and got one from inventory. And I have black, which I usually use heavy body gel to apply these. You can use glue. Today I'm just going to use glue. I don't want to use this black because I don't want that popping through the color. And I don't see my white. I must have ran out. So today I'm just going to use this, which this works just as good. You can use this. This is fine. Let's see. I do need a little brush, which glue does a number. That's why my brushes are so janky. All right, let's start with this one. I'm going to apply glue to this and get it really good into the pieces here. We're going to glue this right down. And then what I decided, as of right now, is I am going to paint right over this piece with that teal color, then come in with something to highlight it. Like I said, I want to keep it on the simple side, nothing too busy and lots of detail. But my point is you could see where you could have a lot of fun with embellishing these, adding glazes, all the fun things you could do with these. So if you're interested in a bundle of these, just give me a little bit. It will be later tonight. I'm going to sit down, pull some out and bundles. And I can tell you right now with the quantity I have, it's probably going to take me a couple of days. So I'll probably be adding another one or two tomorrow. If that's the case, if you know that you're not urgent for these, like you don't want them, the other thing is I do have a feature on my website, and I've had a lot of great posts, friends, people messaging me how much they appreciate the open box feature I have on my website. What open box is? There's a little piece. Okay. What open box is you can shop, and then at checkout you have options for your shipping. If you reach $75, it'll say free, and usually that's set at $100, but the special this weekend was $75. So at $75, your shipping is free. But if your order isn't at $75, you're going to have to pay shipping. Or there's an option where you can click down and say, keep my box open. It will not charge you shipping. What that does is it tells me you're coming back to shop to try and add more products into your cart. Maybe to get to the free shipping, or you might want to see, hey, she's been adding some neat limited editions. I want to see what she comes out with tomorrow. I'm going to wait to shop. That's all that is. You can keep that open. I don't mind. If you've kept it open and you're like, yeah, I want my stuff, send me a quick message. I'll create a shipping invoice if it's not up at that free mark, and I'll send you an invoice, and then I get it shipped out. That's how easy it is. But I've had a few customers reach out to me and say how nice that is, because they want to wait till payday, but there are certain papers they wanted to get on this last sale. But again, I only have things in limited quantities. So they wanted to secure getting those items. So they were able to shop this week, and then a couple of people said that tomorrow they're going to finish checking out when they have their order all set. Look how cute that is already. Now I'm going to come in and see, you can kind of shift that. Let me see. There we go. Just kind of make it a little bit. Now this will glue right on, harden right on. This is just a simple oval. Often I add them to packages, to freebies. I'll add in little charms that you can use, different things like that. That's a little ballerina dancing. They come inside, like if you've ordered a larger oval set, they come inside. And so I try to show people, don't throw these away, use them. They make great little decor pieces to have fun with mixed media. So I'm just kind of pressing this down. And I see by doing that, my little, I didn't cut the circle big enough for the decoupage, and that's okay. We can go in and do some fun stuff with that. But let's see if I go like this. That'll help. You know what would be fun is to fill this with Pentart pouring glaze after. That might be a little project maybe. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry for a moment, and then we're going to go ahead and glue this one on this little piece. And I don't, so if I had wanted to, I could come in right now and paint this, let it dry, then glue it on. Like if I wanted this, say, cream or a bright gold, I could paint this and then glue it on. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to kind of keep it simple. Like I'm kind of looking here, this vanilla bean, and then, but I think I'm just going to keep it like this. I think I changed my mind. This is why I don't often do big crafting things, because I like to take my time, look at things, step back, step away, and think about it. What if I paint? I think I'm going to add some crackle. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I just grabbed for quick Crackle Medium by Miss Lillian's. I have other ones here, like the Pentart ones. I love them all. Love them all. I don't, I love using them all. I'm just going to kind of go around just in a couple little spots. To give this some variation when we apply the top coat paint. That's all. Okay. We'll let that dry for a moment and clean this glue mess up a little bit here before that gets, and we'll go back to working here. So if you are just joining, don't forget the specials are on the website. $75 is free shipping. If your order reaches $75, it's free shipping. There's some specials on there with decoupage papers. There is the giveaway. Any order gets 2 entries today to the IOD Christmas Tree Mould, and it has some other goodies that are going with it. You can catch the past videos or this earlier, the replay. And then tomorrow I'm going to be finishing up adding some things to it. So make sure you check that out. If your order reaches $50 or more, you're getting double entries. So you are going to get 8 entries into the giveaway. There's other ways to get entered into the giveaway, such as liking this live. I will be able to see who's liked it by sharing it out, by putting a comment. I have been gathering names and adding them to, isn't that pretty? I've been gathering names and adding them in to my list for entries. You can do this also on my social medias, such as Facebook and Instagram, by adding a comment, sharing, letting me know. And that will get you an entry into that giveaway. I just had a beautiful giveaway go out that we ended. The winner was Connie. She got it. It was in the email. That's another thing. I always try to give updates in the email. She should be getting that. It got sent out yesterday morning. It went to the post office. I had it out. Yeah. So she'll be getting that. I can't remember where she's from. It might take a little bit. Honey, if you're watching, Please share pictures, tag me. I had fun filling that giveaway. That giveaway was featured an IOD Very Merry Christmas transfer. It was from a couple years ago, and it was so fun to put together that giveaway. I put in some moss paste because that transfer works beautiful with moss paste. I put in some Pentart goodies. I think it was crackle. There was all kinds of goodies, and there's a picture of another some decoupage papers and such. I'm going to get a smaller brush. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of go over and really have that paint kind of go down in. Give this a coat. Like I said, I'm just going to keep this really simple. This is going to be, I think I'm keeping this. I don't know if I'm going to put this in the shop. I really like this. And this would be so cute for winter, to keep up all winter. So I might need to get a little detail brush to get down in. But I'm going to let that dry for a moment, and then we'll go with a little brush down around the corners. I have to do a little finagling around where the decoupage to even that out. So we're just going to let this dry for a little bit. That color is so pretty. And it will look pretty if you lighten it with white gold, is what I'm thinking for jewels or waxes. Or if you wanted to darken it with a more vintage umbra paste. Very pretty color for that with options. So this live is pushing now 47. Yeah, it's going. I'm going to end the live. Make sure you come back and see the progress of these. I'm going to finish them, but I'm going to do it off the live. I'll record my steps and then add that then finished up. So don't forget to go head over to the website. All the details are there. $75 free shipping. Giveaway ends tomorrow night, so get your orders in. So you get double points today for your orders for that. There's some specials with the rice papers. That's a great deal too. There's some new ornaments I added for little craft ornaments. But most importantly, I want to see you guys get in the chances in for the giveaway. Okay? All right, guys, have a great day. Enjoy your Saturday, and we'll talk to you soon.